Jon Stewart is back at The Daily Show, and he's bringing his signature wit and insight straight to your ears with The Daily Show Ears Edition podcast. Dive into Jon's unique take on the biggest topics in politics, entertainment, sports, and more. Joined by the sharp voices of the show's correspondents and contributors. And with extended interviews and exclusive weekly headline roundups, this podcast gives you content you won't find anywhere else. Ready to laugh and stay informed? Listen on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Welcome to Decisions, the podcast where boundaries are pushed and conversations get candid. Join your favorite hosts, me, Weezy WTF,
and me, Mandy B,
as we dive deep into the world of non-traditional relationships and explore the often taboo topics surrounding dating, sex, and love.
Every Monday and Wednesday, we both invite you to unlearn the outdated narratives dictated by traditional patriarchal norms. Tune in and join in the conversation.
Listen to Decisions on the Black Effect Podcast Network, iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
A patient's recovery is only as good as their treatment plan, and for adult patients with BCG unresponsive non-muscle invasive bladder cancer carcinoma in situ, or NMI-BCCIS, Anktiva is an important treatment option to consider. This immunotherapy harnesses the body's natural immune response and works alongside BCG. It's a non-surgical option that's been shown to produce durable, complete responses up to 4 years for some patients, enabling them to avoid or postpone surgical removal of the bladder.
All nurses to the nurses station.
Sounds like the doctor needs me. Ask your doctor if Anktiva is right for you.
Patients treated with Anktiva plus BCG may still be at risk for more serious muscle invasive or metastatic bladder cancer, which can be life-threatening if bladder removal is delayed. If you don't respond to a second round of Anktiva with BCG, bladder removal surgery should be considered. Before starting Anktiva, tell your doctor if you're pregnant or planning to become pregnant, as Anktiva may cause fetal harm. Common side effects include abnormal laboratory results, increased creatinine, painful urination, blood in urine, frequent urination, urgent need to urinate, urinary tract infections, high potassium, muscle pain, chills, and fever. For more information, visit Anktiva.com or call 1-877-ANKTIVA, 1-877-265-8482.
With the Stock Up sale at Safeway and Albertsons, stock up and earn 4 times points at your local store when you purchase participating products. Save now on your favorite beverages from Red Bull, Coke, Monster, 7-Up, Body Armor, and Pepsi. Click the offer in the app for event savings and look for participating items throughout the store. Shop in-store or online. Plus, you can even have your groceries delivered or use Drive Up and Go to have your groceries brought to your car at the store. Restrictions and exclusions apply. Visit Albertsons or Safeway.com for more details.
Hey, this is Ashton. I accidentally deleted all the other podcast intros that we recorded, so this is me making up for it. Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning, and every day before we start this show, we come into work and scour the internet to find what's going on in the world right now. What are people talking about? And once we scroll past all like the really sad and depressing stuff that's usually at the very top of the list.
That usually takes 25 minutes.
A lot of times we come across these strange hypothetical questions that are circling around everywhere.
Oh, right. Like, is a hot dog a sandwich?
Things like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or like, let's say you got $500,000 for every year of life you gave up. How many years would you sacrifice?
Yeah.
We did that one on the show.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Or let's say you developed gills overnight. Which body of water would you want to spend the rest of your life in?
That's
Just
interesting.
totally realistic things that could totally happen. So you definitely need to prepare yourself just in case.
Like when a girl's like, if I was a lamp, would you love me?
Right. And today we came across another doozy that everybody is talking about online right now.
I love it. What is it?
Because a poll asked, if you got in a time machine and randomly woke up tomorrow in the year 1924, 100 years ago, what would be your top priority?
Run! Everyone's racist. Your name is Jose. Run. That's my immediate. I'm not welcome here.
Yeah,
that wasn't one of the top answers. I'll say that.
Sorry. Maybe I should be less specific.
I would want to go to a speakeasy. Is that in there? Like a real speakeasy, because it's during Prohibition, right?
And sell yourself for money?
Oh. Wasn't planning on it, Jeffrey, but I mean, I don't think I'd get very much. I mean, it's like, I get $2 back in 1924.
That's a lot of money back then.
Yeah, but how am I going to bring it back here and make it into anything?
Well, I'll tell you, there were two main answers. The top response was 44% of people would immediately try to find their way back to the modern age.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be here.
I mean, to Jose's point, unless you're a white man, you're not doing well in 1924.
Not really thriving necessarily.
41% would use their modern knowledge and skills to stay and get super rich.
I have thought of this. All you gotta do is investing in something called Apple that hasn't been invented yet.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that they asked this question and we could get out all the really important answers. The good news is 100 years ago, radio was still in its prime.
Oh, gosh.
So I'd keep my same job and introduce the entire world to our shock collar question of the day.
God, we'd have a line of dancing girls in studio, too, for no reason.
Would have been a better show.
Yeah, it would have been.
But instead, we're just going to send it over to Digital Jake for our trivia. What do we got, Jake?
Company logos these days are, honestly, they're pretty lame.
Oh.
Yeah.
Everything's so sleek and so shiny and minimalist. Back in the day, the Starbucks mermaid used to have her venti cups out for the whole world to see.
Yeah, girl.
She did.
Oh my gosh.
She did. And the redhead from Wendy's, she would chain smoke cigarettes on TV. And I'm pretty sure Ferrari's horse emblem used to be anatomically correct.
That's not a fifth leg.
Yeah.
But times have changed. And while those images have adapted to fit our new world, others are so iconic they stick out in your brains forever.
Oh, interesting.
So today, we're going to test your knowledge of the 20 most iconic company logos of all time in another round of Plenty of 20.
Oh.
Now remember, if you get the number one answer, you'll hear this sound. Meaning you've earned a silver save that can protect you in the event of a wrong answer.
Clutch.
Okay.
And today, we're going to start with Jeffrey. The 20 most iconic company logos. Jeff, give me your guess.
Okay. Let's go with, like, the most popular company in the world right now, Apple. The Apple logo.
Good answer.
Apple is number one, Jeffrey. You've earned the silver save. It's in your back pocket now.
I'm not going to need it, but thank you.
Oh, wow.
Let's move over to Alexis.
Oh, I gotta take the easy one I see every day, the Starbucks one.
Starbucks.
Hey, that's good, yeah.
It's number 5 on the list. Number 1 and number 5 are off now. We're over to Jose.
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Golden Arches.
Number 2 on the list.
All right.
You guys are hitting at the very top. Brooke, it's your turn.
I'm just going to do it, and I'm going to say Nike.
Oh, Nike.
Nike is number 4 on the list. That's 4 of the top 5 in our first 4 guesses. Only number 3 remains from the top 5. We're back to Jeffrey.
Okay.
No one's eliminated.
I really have to put myself in other people's shoes for this, because where I live, the main logo I see is upside-down pineapples. But I don't think
that's the logo, my friend.
Still
That's not
iconic,
a company.
though.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be in the top 20, though. Let me go with popular car one, the Mercedes logo.
Oh, yeah.
Mercedes-Benz. It's number 12 on the list.
Okay, I'm going down
Jeffrey's safe and has his silver save. We're over to Alexis.
I kind of want to go again in my life, a package I get every day, like Amazon.
Amazon. It's number 9 on the list.
Great.
Alexis is still safe. Jose, number 3 still on the board if you can get it.
I think I know number 3. So I'm aiming for number 3 here specifically. I'm going to say Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola was number 3, Jose.
Bonus points. I get it.
No bonus points, no.
Called your
Do
shot
not
on
assess
that
yourself
one.
points.
Okay, Babe Ruth.
All right, Brooke, the entire top 5 is gone, as well as number 12 and number 9. You're still up.
Getting more tricky here. I think I'm going to name another car, and I'm going to say Volkswagen.
Good
Volkswagen is not in the top 20 most iconic logos.
They own like all the companies too.
I'm sorry, Brooke, that's not on there. We're back over to Jeffrey.
I'm going to piggyback off of Jose and do another soft drink, Pepsi.
Oh, yeah.
Pepsi, number 11 on the list.
Oh, way down there. Oh, no.
Alexis, it's your turn.
I'm gonna piggyback off Jose.
Whoa,
wow.
And
Double
say
pigs.
Subway, because he said McDonald's.
Oh, yeah. Fast food.
Subway did not make the top 20 of logos.
Dang.
Now, Jose, Jeffrey has his silver save, which means you have to
I need
get
to
this
get 2.
right to stay alive.
Okay, I'm choosing between Uber or like Adidas.
You can't
Good
provide
answer.
2 answers. You got to give
I'm
one.
gonna go with Uber. I'm gonna go Uber.
Jose said Uber. Not in the top 20 logos of all time. I'm sorry. So, Jeffrey, you win today.
Oh,
Taco Bell.
my
on
next
there.
was going to be Disney.
Disney,
I didn't see
number
that.
13 on the
Okay.
list.
What about M&M's? Is that on there?
Yeah,
Jay?
Eminem did
Snickers.
not make the list.
Oh,
I'll
wow.
tell you the list, guys. Number 6 was Google.
Oh.
7 was Facebook. Jose, number 8 was Adidas. You would have been safe there.
Choosing between the two.
You guys also missed number 10, YouTube. Jeffrey said Disney eventually. Toyota, Ford, Twitter. This survey must have been taken before. They changed their logo.
X, yeah.
Instagram, Windows, and then Nissan and BMW rounded out the car logos.
See, I had BMW written down.
But you know what? That was Plenty of 20 Famous Company Logo Edition.
It's crazy on Nissan, isn't it? Just the name Nissan?
I know, same with Google.
It doesn't
it's
look
literally just like spelled out.
Well, we don't have to shame the companies for their logos today. We're just trying to name them. But I won the match.
I won it.
I won.
So you get to choose.
Didn't need my silver save. I'm going to hold on to that for next round.
I don't think that's worked. It doesn't.
I'm calling it. I'm holding it. And we're going to have Jose.
All right.
Because you were my closest competition. Sing. Somebody wanted to hear Sweet Escape by Gwen Stefani.
If I could escape and recreate a place as my own world, and I could be your favorite girl, oh, darn it.
Oh, there it is. That's your shot collar question of the day for Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning, which is a great logo that you can find on our website, brookeandjeffrey.com. Go check it out.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
If you enjoy being patted down by strangers in blue rubber gloves, and who doesn't, then do everything on this list the next time you go fly.
Oh, you're talking about TSA.
It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning because an airport security expert just came out with a list of unexpected things that could get you flagged immediately by the TSA.
I actually want to hear this because I get so frustrated. I walk through a thing, I'm like, what now?
Yeah, or I'll get random. I'm always the random person.
After reading this list, I'm not surprised that both of you are flagged all the time.
Oh, really?
Number one is being dressed for the wrong weather. Like having too many layers on in the middle of the summertime.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I always have a sweater
But I'm
on.
only bringing a carry-on, Jeff, so I have to
gotta
pack
get this
and
out.
wear everything possible.
Three coats on.
That could mean you're trying to hide something underneath all those clothes.
Yeah, baggage fees. That's what I'm trying to hide.
Number two, yawning a lot.
Well,
He says when people are stressed and anxious, they tend to want more oxygen, so they instinctively yawn.
Don't you see the 2 children I'm traveling with?
yeah, it's stressful to travel.
Mine's because I haven't slept all night from the bender I'm
I
on
always
right now at the
stay up all
airport.
night, too.
And Brooke's children are yawning too. Now I'm suspicious of that. Number 3 is not making eye contact with TSA agents.
Oh, really?
I'm just anxious.
I can't not make eye contact
too.
with people.
That's a sign that you're nervous and have something to hide. But then number 4 is don't be extra friendly and chatty with them.
Oh, that's
Brooke,
me. That's why I get
Jose,
rid of
because they may think you're talking a lot just to distract them from what's really
I
going
never thought of
on.
that. I'm literally just like, oh, this guy looks
I
grumpy.
once was being so nice that they asked if I would leave a review.
No
What?
way.
You must be
And
holding
I-
up that line.
I had time, so I went into the TSA office and I filled out paperwork
Oh,
to tell them
my
what a
gosh.
good job they had been doing.
Brooke's a snitch.
Of course.
Guys,
She
don't
helped get
trust
someone
her.
a raise.
And finally, number 5, using way too much cologne or perfume.
Oh, I don't wear that when I
They
travel.
think that you're trying to mask the scent of illegal substances concealed somewhere on your body.
And
So,
also, you're a jerk wearing a bunch of
Yeah.
it going into a plane.
That's why I would never do that.
just to recap, if you don't want to seem suspicious at TSA, don't overdress, don't yawn, don't look at them, but don't not look at them, don't talk, don't be too quiet, and don't smell good.
I like how this is the most dangerous thing at TSA Watch. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, good morning.
Get them! Weirdly, we have the exact same set of rules when we do laser stories.
Nobody on.
It's coming up right after this. It's the radio segment that just launched a social network for all his imaginary friends.
Oh.
Ooh.
But he had to shut it down because Jessica Rabbit and Batman kept poking each other. It's Laser Stories, the segment where we read weird news stories around the globe, just like everyone else does, except we have a laser, and those other sweaty Bettys just don't. This first laser story is out of North Texas. A 66-year-old retired woman named Elaine can't get men to stop showing up at her house.
Oh.
Not about
Elaine, why are you complaining? Or are you just bragging?
No, this
Elaine?
isn't a humble brag. These are unwelcome visitors who are there looking for some sweet action.
Oh, yeah.
Why are they going to Elaine's house?
Again, Alexis is like, and
Well, and
what's
what's
the
Elaine
problem?
doing?
How did she get this done?
What kind of perfume does she have?
Elaine says the men have been showing up for the past year at all times of the day and night.
Whoa.
There have been at least 25 of them. They're young, they're old, they're local, they've traveled a long distance, all kinds of different dudes.
Is this
Damn, Daniel.
Is this like a new swatting trend? Instead of getting the police to show up, you just get like horny males.
You'd like that, huh, Brooke? Well, why and how is this happening? Elaine says she's figured out that her address is being used by a scammer. Apparently, these men log on to a naughty website and are given a list of options. And at that time, they pay through Venmo for various services, and then they're given her address.
Oh, my
got time for that.
Guys listening, there are no local women in your area.
Oh, my God.
I've seen these ads. They do not work. I wouldn't know, Jeff.
And it's like you get...
I wouldn't know, but I can
Really?
confirm they don't work.
Oh, my God. So you've been to Elaine's house. You know where she lives.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Elaine says they say they're here for an appointment for Nikki. Some say for Kelly, and lately it's been for Rhonda.
Oh, no.
And while it's very irritating, Elaine's not afraid of confronting the men and threatening them with various household objects.
I mean, what are they going to do? They're going to go to the cops and say, I got scammed out of a...
Yeah. Kind of an escort service.
Yeah, exactly.
She also says she appreciates that the local police are quick to respond when she calls, but they won't do anything other than shoo the men off. She's hoping that the authorities will go after the scammer who's sending the men over to her place soon.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah, either that or she's missing a real business opportunity.
Yeah,
That's what I'm thinking.
Let's go 50-50.
This next laser story is out of Illinois. 66-year-old Vera Liddell was the food service director at a local school district, and she'd been working there for at least a decade. But during the pandemic, she started over-ordering chicken and picking it up herself in a district cargo van.
Okay, so she's just working extra hard,
Well,
feeding the kids.
that extra chicken was never brought back to the school.
Wait a minute.
She's just really hungry for chicken.
What happened to it? We may never know. But over the past couple of years, she stole a lot of it. Close to $1.5 million worth of poultry.
Why? You say million?
Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
Wait, where's all the chicken?
last week she ended up being caught because she overlooked one thing. She was ordering massive amounts of chicken wings, but the school never serves wings to the students because they contain bones.
Oh, it's a choking hazard.
Oh, that's okay.
So
Kids and dogs. Can't give them to them.
she's currently being held on a $150,000 bond. And when police took her away from school, she threw her hairnet out the squad car and yelled, "If it wasn't for these meddling kids!" And she would have been featured on next season's Velma if Mindy Kaling wouldn't have screwed it up so badly.
Oh, yeah.
boy.
It's probably not going to be a next season.
Good job,
Even with
Mindy.
the chicken wing marauder.
This next laser story is out of Traffic HQ. This is fun if you're stuck in traffic right now. New study just found it might be making you dumber.
Oh, I think that's just because they're listening to this.
No, it's not because
Are
you're
you
listening to
sure?
our show, although that does aid in lowering your
Makes
IQ.
sense, yeah.
Researchers found the exhaust from cars and big trucks on the road could be breaking your brain, at least temporarily.
Are you guys down to do any shrooms?
Yep, there's the evidence. They had 25 healthy adults breathe in diesel fumes and then scan their brains.
Who volunteers for that?
Yeah, what?
Probably people that want shrooms.
Hey, see this tailpipe? Could you just put your mouth around it for just a couple of breaths?
MRI results showed lower functional connectivity afterwards.
What is duh?
Meaning they couldn't think as clearly because different parts of their mind weren't communicating well. Doctors used to think air pollution didn't really affect our brains very much, at least not right away. But authors of the study say it clearly does, and it happens pretty quickly.
That's what's wrong with society.
2 hours of sitting in traffic could have a noticeable effect on mind power short term, and it might cause ongoing issues if you're exposed to fumes every day. So
we drive a lot.
good news is there's something you can do about it. Keep your windows up while you're in traffic and make sure your cabin air filter isn't too old.
I thought you were just going to say work from home.
Okay, yeah, that's an option. Or helicopter to work like Brooke does.
Yeah, there you go.
This next laser story is out of the world of romance.
Yay.
We're just weeks away from Valentine's Day, so if you're planning on ordering anything online, you should probably get on that.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
No plans, Jeff.
Well, according to a new annual survey by the National Retail Federation, the average person expects to spend $192.80 on the holiday this year.
Oh, does that include dinner? It's my year to plan with my husband.
Well,
you know, we switch years every year.
Right.
And, it's my year.
These days, that's about a dozen roses and a dozen eggs.
Yeah. Egg jokes.
Got
egg
him.
jokes.
Got him. Let's end the segment on that.
Can't throw eggs at him for it. It's too expensive.
Most people are planning to spend the same on significant others and family members as last year, roughly around $130. But the increase this year is the non-Valentine category. Gifts you're getting for pets, for friends, coworkers, classmates, teachers.
Coworkers. We're not doing that, right?
It's your yearbook. You didn't know that?
So what are people buying? 57% will pick up candy, and 40% will purchase greeting cards.
Those cards are cute.
Let's all celebrate on February 15th, and we can get discount candy for everybody.
Yeah, okay.
I'll
I'll buy you guys candy.
Not everybody celebrates Valentine's Day, and among the people who don't, 28% will still mark the day in some way with some non-Valentine's gifts by treating themselves to something special or planning a get-together with their single friends.
Oh my God, they hate Valentine's Day and they're anti, but then they still
I'm going to a bar with all my friends.
Yeah.
But it's not because you're, like the people who are like, oh, it's a Hallmark holiday, but then they still spend the money anyway.
That's true. Yeah.
They'll do it with single friends, with single family members,
right.
or with random shoes.
Oh.
That's the sound of a guy who just spent $192 on some shoelace protectors for all his soulful ladies.
Wow.
That sound means Laser Stories has come to an end for the day. We'll do it again same time on Wednesday. You know, I think the ladies in this room would agree there's something naturally attractive about a man who's able to protect you. Whether he's, willing to go first into a haunted house or shield you when a bus drives through a puddle and splashes water onto the sidewalk.
I'll do that one. Well, I don't
Jose's
know,
like, I can't do either.
Yeah, I got all the germs in there.
Or maybe he just lets you eat some of his French fries to save you the shame of having to order your own.
Now
that's me.
That's romance.
Yep. If you think those are heroic, just wait till you hear the voicemail we got from a guy who's ready to stand up and defend his woman.
Whoa.
And he doesn't just say it, he proves it with a live demonstration over the phone.
Hey.
You're going to hear it and be jealous of this true hero in a brand new loser line coming up right after this.
Hey, we made it to the time of the year that's kind of like gross out. I know, really long nights, and it's just that hard type of season right now. That's why it's good to treat yourself to a little something. Quince.com. It's where you can treat yourself to everyday luxury at an affordable price. And honestly, there's something for everyone. I have like 5 different Quince items in my closet, and then I just decked my mom out for the holidays too. And I love Quince's iconic Mongolian cashmere sweaters. They start at $50. And you're probably thinking, how do they do it? There's got to be something wrong with this. But no, Quince only partners directly with top factories. They cut out the middleman and pass the savings on to you. Plus, they only work with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices. So you can feel good about your purchase of premium fabrics and finishes for that luxurious feel. So treat yourself this winter without the luxury price tag. Go to quince.com/Brooke for 365-day returns plus free shipping on your order. That's QUINCE.com/Brooke. Brooke with an E at the end of it. To get free shipping and 365-day returns, quince.com/Brooke.
Hey, it's Alexis from Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning, and I don't know about you guys, but a lot of my New Year's resolutions revolve around improving my finances. Whether it's little things like spending less money on coffee or paying off my bills on time or, actually saving money and not spending it all on vacations. But all of that is easier said than done. So what if you could make your resolutions automatic? You can, thanks to Acorns. Acorns makes it easy to start automatically saving and investing so your money has a chance to grow for you, your kids, and your retirement. And you know what? You don't need to be an expert. Acorns will recommend a diversified portfolio that fits you and your money goals. And on top of that, you don't need a ton of money to get started. Acorns lets you invest with the spare money you've got right now. You can start with $5 or even just your spare change. It only takes about 5 minutes to create your Acorns account and start investing. So don't feel like financial wellness is impossible. Acorns gives you small, simple steps to get you and your money on track. Head to acorns.com/Alexis or download the Acorns app to start saving and investing for your future today. Paid non-client endorsement. Compensation provides incentive to positively promote Acorns. Tier 1 compensation compensation provided. Investing involves risk. Acorns Advisors, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/Alexis.
Little hands and minds can start learning anytime. The Good and the Beautiful gives you everything you need to spark a love of lifelong learning. Give your preschoolers engaging, hands-on material built on high academic standards and wholesome values. Find a variety of free resources and affordable curriculum to ignite your child's curiosity. Start your journey now at goodandbeautiful.com. The Good and the Beautiful. Bring home a love of learning.
Some things you wouldn't mind being stuck with, like a huge inheritance. But a phone that has to be plugged in just right so it charges is not one of those things. Switch to Verizon and we'll pay off your old phone up to $800 via prepaid MasterCard for a new one on us. Just trade in any phone from our top brands with select unlimited plans. $829.99 purchase with new smartphone line on select unlimited plans. Minimum $90 per month with auto pay plus taxes and fees for 36 months required. Less $830 trade-in/promo credit applied over 36 months. Trade-in terms apply. Payoff phone requires smartphone purchase and port in with new smartphone line on select plan. Must provide most recent bill showing payoff amount of eligible phone. Additional terms apply.
Hey girl, what's up with you?
Wait a minute, is this the right number?
It's the loser line.
Come on, just call me back.
If you haven't heard the loser line before, it works like this. Let's say someone approaches you while you're out at the club and uses this charming pickup line on you.
Oh, hi there. Did you know that there's people who say Disneyland is the happiest place on earth? Well, apparently, none of them have ever been in my lap.
Oh, God.
Must be this tall a ride.
Hey.
Yeah,
I guess I'm glad there's a requirement.
Whatever you do, resist the urge to call security and have him removed from the premises. Instead, tell him you think he looks handsome with his adult headgear at the bar.
Oh, yeah.
And that he should call you sometime to hang out. And hopefully, later on, he leaves an awkward voicemail we can play on the air. Voicemails like this one.
Next message. Hey, Ashley. It's me. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I do Muay Thai. So, you know, I can protect you. I know you couldn't see me, but I just did a backflip right there. That was a front flip. Wish you were there to see it. Okay. One more. That was another backflip. That was a good one. Anyways, I'm going to say a little goodbye with this roundhouse. All right. Next message.
Alexis, you were twirling your hair during that entire message. You're getting turned up. Was it the second backflip that did it for you?
It was the front flip,
The front flip,
Yeah.
wow.
It sounds like what happens after my kindergartner watches too much Power Rangers.
Yeah. Hey, Mom,
That's what
what's
it
this?
sounds like.
Next message.
Hey, what's up, Battle 89? How you doing? It's ASMR2D2. You know, I'm just hitting you up because we squatted up on Call of Duty and we were murking noobs left to right. It was a lot of fun. You got real game. I'm into it. Because, you know, a lot of girls on there are complete dog water, but you were cracked and it's hot. I think your KD ratio is super sexy because, you know, I'm a sweat, you're a sweat. Maybe we can sweat together, like IRL, if you want to sweat it out with me. Give me a call instead of Call of Duty. Maybe we can get a little Call of Booty going. I just made that up.
Next message.
I don't think
Wow.
he did.
A gaming expert and a comedian.
Wow.
waiting on that.
Yeah, he had.
I feel like we need a little bit of a translator because most of what he was saying kind of went over my head.
What was
Yeah.
the sweating one?
A sweat means you're really good. You're so good at the game that you literally sweat. You try so hard.
If you're good
sweating.
at it, you shouldn't have to try so
Yeah,
hard,
I
right?
thought it's like you don't break a sweat when it's easy.
No,
I
no.
mean-
A sweat means a try hard. It means you are so good and you're doing so
You're
many
pushing
things.
your thumbs so
Wow.
fast it
You're
makes you
just
sweat.
Boom, boom, so many kills.
My gamer chair is soaked right now.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Well, in case you want to hear all these, we're now putting our favorite loser line of the week on the Brooke and Jeffrey TikTok. So make sure you go follow us on TikTok at Brooke and Jeffrey, and you can hear voicemails from some of the sweatiest people around
Which
in
is a good
in a good way.
In a good way.
Messages like this.
Clammy.
Next message.
Hey, Tiffany, it's Kenny again.
wanted to follow up about our conversation about Doritos. Like I said at the bar, I really don't think you should be eating any more Doritos. A lot of people don't want to see it, but there's symbols all around us. The Doritos, they're triangle shaped. Triangle is an ancient Masonic symbol tied to the Illuminati machine. Okay? The triangle represents this pyramid of knowledge. And on top of the pyramid, there's this all-seeing eye of providence. And I want to remind you, they're monitoring the things we eat and put in our body to use against us. So I know they're cheesy, they're salty, they're tasty, but every bag of Doritos you eat is giving power to the Illuminati. Just remember that. I'm looking out for you.
Next message.
Oh, man.
You know how many times I've been wondering, when are we going to get a normal guy on here?
Yeah.
And finally we get one.
I really want them to use their power through Doritos. I just feel like good for them.
I mean, we're kidding, but there's literally about to be text coming in any second of someone who's like, finally, someone understands. These conspiracies are true.
Yeah, Doritos are bad, but Fritos are still cool, right?
Yeah, they're like spirals.
They're like rectangles.
Yeah, that's not an Illuminati symbol, is it?
It's only a shape issue.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think we're safe.
Yeah.
Next message.
Hey, I'm calling because you gave me your number, and I wanted to also say I'm sorry because I'm really embarrassed about how things went down. When you were putting your number into my phone, I know I should not have reached my hand into your purse, but I thought I saw your wallet like coming out, so I wasn't trying to take it. I was just trying to make sure it was pushed all the way down inside, like all the way to the bottom. I swear, you probably thought I was like some sort of creep pulling a fast one, like trying to rob you or something, but I wasn't. I have money. I'm doing great. I shop at Whole Foods. So anyway, I'm thinking of ways to try and make it up to you, and I think I would like to invite you and your friend to come see my bluegrass band play. We're called Harmonica Lewinsky. And we're pretty good, I gotta say. Very few covers, mostly all original stuff. And you can leave your purse at home because it's free.
Next message.
Because it's free.
Joke did not land.
No, it didn't. But don't all men know, and people in general, you just don't touch a purse.
No, I'm scared to.
I just think the best band name of all time is Harmonica Lewinsky.
And they're sucking and blowing.
Yeah.
And the harmonicas. It's
For free.
perfect.
Maybe that was just a little too literal.
Oh my God, do they all wear blue?
Remember, you can listen to Loser Line regularly at this time every week. And check out us on YouTube at Brooke and Jeffrey for more hilarious voicemails. Phone tap's coming up next.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Here's a question for our audience. How many rhyming words end with Asian?
Asian?
I mean, there's nation, ventilation,
Croatian.
for Jose, self-gratification.
Yeah, I was thinking of the other one, but
That's a
I'm
big
glad
one.
you said it.
For Brooks, Social Security Administration.
I don't get it yet, Jeffrey.
For Alexis, spray on ultraviolet radiation.
This is natural. So is UV light.
I'm just saying, it's a lot more words than you'd think that rhyme. And Brooks' challenge today is to use all of them in one conversation.
Oh, you did it. Congratulations.
Because she works for a made-up company called the Organization Station, and they believe the key to a clean and tidy lifestyle is rhyming. We'll see how that goes in your phone tap right now.
It's another phone tap.
Weekday mornings on the 20s.
Hello?
Hi, is this Reggie?
Yeah, who's this?
This is Carrie Craven. I'm the professional organizer from Organization Station. I think your fiance Hannah said I might be calling.
Oh, yeah. She mentioned something about it. She thinks I'm disorganized,
Oh,
What are you going to do?
We all need a little help. And first of all, congratulations on your relationship elongation. Is she pregnant? Because that would be an exclamation.
Man, I sure hope not. If she is, I hope it's mine.
Oh, I actually had a shotgun wedding myself. Didn't know who the father was at the time, but that's another story.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just kidding.
Oh, no. It was just a whole copulation confirmation.
A copulation confirmation. Hey, that's clever.
Anywho, I know you and your fiance Hannah went from isolation, living separately, to relocation, maturation, living together as one.
Yeah. You could put it that way.
That's exactly how I'd put it. I mean, she mentioned she's having palpitations regarding your upcoming organization situation. So she asked me to give you the renovation presentation.
Oh, renovation present. I see what you're doing. You're kind of making like a rhyming thing.
Oh,
that's cute.
Thanks. That's how we speak here at the organization station. That's the way we live, in obligation and harmonization.
Wow. You're just going to keep it going, aren't you?
Can you repeat after me? The illumination of organization.
So, I appreciate the rhyming thing and everything, but, isn't it a little bit too much? I mean, you're just trying to help me clean up, right?
Your biggest enemy right now is organization constipation. And rhyming helps with the placation of your aggravation.
Hey, you got a dictionary in front of you or something? Are you just pulling this out of your ass? Or, I mean, is this literally how you talk?
We need to work on de-escalation and relaxation. It could be your salvation.
Okay, I get it. Asian this, Asian that. Can you just tell me how to organize my place?
Oh, you're asking for a translation because the filtration of crustaceans can be a realization.
Listen, lady, you don't know what you're talking about. Are you just talking about seafood and shellfish, all right? That's what a crustacea is.
Yeah, that's the temptation before your honeymoon vacation.
Hey,
we'll need to set up a workstation.
Damn it, are you doing this on purpose to make me angry? Because it's working. I'll tell you something. I'll give you a word. How about frustration?
Yeah,
I want to get off this phone.
That is a great word. I sense that and vexation with this conversation.
Oh, my God.
By the way,
oh, my
do
God.
you own a Dalmatian?
What the does a Dalmatian have to do with anything?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, it's been procrastination for telling you that I'm on the radio station.
Yeah, we're just to clean up my house. That's all I care about.
No,
radio station. I don't.
I'm saying this is Brooke from the radio station and the
Wait,
show
what?
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning. We're doing a prank phone call on you.
Oh man, I was wondering. Like, there ain't no way some business is gonna come call me with all this nonsense. Oh.
You were set up by your fiance Hannah. You've had the revelation.
Oh no, not another one. I was getting legit mad.
Well, maybe you need a staycation.
I think I do. I need a vacation from this phone call.
Excommunication.
I'm not even gonna laugh at that one. Okay, I'm just done.
Standardization.
You are definitely out of words at this point.
Wake up every morning with phone taps. Weekday mornings on the 20s. Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
They said it was impossible. Couldn't be done. Don't even try.
What?
They said there was no way to incorporate human sacrifice into a first date in a fun, lighthearted way.
What?
That's what they said.
I think I said that too.
Well,
yeah.
one of our listeners just managed to pull it off successfully.
No way!
Yep. And now his date has disappeared.
Oh,
what?
Wait a minute.
But
Hold on.
no, not because of that.
Are you sure?
You sacrificed her.
She's just not calling back.
Are you sure?
But
I hope.
the thing is, he did come up with one of the more creative first date ideas we've ever heard. And he got the whole room to laugh with his human sacrifice reference during it.
Okay.
And you're going to hear all of it when we do your second date update right after this.
Second date update.
Normally, when we hear a guy say he went out with a woman who's way out of his league, the first thing that comes to our minds is looks.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I mean, we're thinking she's a New York 10, he's an Idaho 6.5.
Oh, yikes.
Which is still striking gold for me.
Doesn't say a lot.
All
But
right.
you know what? Not in this case.
I'll take that nugget.
One of our listeners, Tyler, says he went out with someone whose brain is a 10.
Oh, that's awesome.
Good.
I love that.
And he's still an Idaho 6.5.
Okay, good for you.
But Tyler,
Hey.
you say she's good looking too, right?
She is, yes.
Oh.
Okay, red flag. Pretty
Yeah.
and smart. What's
Yeah.
wrong with her?
There's some sort of
Image
problem.
good.
Her personality's got to suck.
There you go. There it is.
Where'd you meet this girl?
We met online, so she kind
Okay.
of checked all my boxes physically.
She checks all these boxes and she's still online dating?
Was it like Tinder or Scientist Inquiries?
Just a normal dating app, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And what's her
Okay.
name? We didn't get that.
Veronica.
Veronica.
Oh.
That is a
Pretty
fancy
name,
name.
That
Ooh.
name is a 10. She's
What
taking
about her full
everything.
name?
Oh my God.
So
Jeff's ready to date her.
I know. Tell us a little bit about Veronica. What did you like about her?
Okay, so I mean, obviously beautiful, but you could just tell she was really interesting and smart.
And do you mean tell like when you saw her dating profile or when you met her in person?
The profile.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Because she was into art and she's into books and reading.
Boring.
I know. Jose has swiped left 7 times since she started talking.
Even audiobooks, I'd be like,
Well, but that's something that you like about
comic
her.
books, maybe.
That's something that you like about her?
Yeah, I do. I like somebody who's smart and who's educated. And,
All
That's the
kidding
bar.
aside, intellect
Like-
is sexy for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Yeah.
So what'd you end up doing for your date?
So I thought I could make it a little bit unique since she's so much into art and literature and reading. So we went to a few different libraries, like all these unique places.
You went with that instead of
yeah.
like
No
I
art
don't know.
galleries?
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds fun.
Just
But a library,
really
bro, come
anything
on.
but a library.
Because you post a book doesn't mean you like a library.
Stop judging. There are some dark, seedy sections in every library where you can sneak
I-
away
Are
to
there?
do some nasty things.
What
Listen,
kind of
I spend
libraries?
actually a lot of time in the library.
Not in the good parts.
Apparently not.
Yeah.
And they're not, that'd be hard to like sit and have a conversation. They're quiet places, you know?
That's true, but it's not just about books. It's about you look around and the architecture of the buildings. Because
Yeah.
libraries are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that's true.
A lot of them have coffee shops in there too.
Do they?
I don't think so.
Okay.
When was the last time you went to a library?
I don't think he's going to library. He's going to like adult
They have
places.
restrooms and a computer area.
Yeah, they all have ATMs. You can pull cash out, right? No?
This isn't coffee. What am I
Wait a
drinking?
minute. Sorry.
Oops.
All
Okay.
right, we'll talk to Jeff off air
Well,
about
you know
this.
what, Tyler? If you had a good time in the library and she had a good time, then that's great.
Yeah.
I will say I already like this. This is probably the most unique date, one of them that we've ever heard, where you guys are finding a different thing to entertain
I
yourselves.
feel like that's a stretch.
Yeah, I know. Do you honestly like this? That's something you would want
okay,
to do.
I like it for them. I don't like it.
Okay.
I think
What was her thoughts though? I mean,
I felt like it went well. Maybe the problem was she had to drive separately because I didn't want to make her feel uncomfortable, driving to some place with somebody you don't really know. So
sure.
You drove separately to all 3 libraries?
yeah.
Huh.
Should have paid for
I
parking.
feel like after the first one, you
Or-
would feel safe enough to ride together.
or was it 4? I mean, it doesn't matter.
Well, I
but
guess
like,
not.
That's a valid point. But the other thing is, and you guys brought it up a little bit, it's tough to talk and get to know each other when you're in a library. You got to kind of be quiet a little bit. I'm not really comfortable and outgoing all the time, so I thought it may be a little bit more romantic to go somewhere where I didn't have to talk as much and be, on as much. So we can kind of be a little bit more intimate.
Oh.
intimate by being silent.
Very, just eye contact, intimate.
Get to know each other without actually having to babble on and on and on, just...
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
everyone's different
Feel
personalities.
each other's presence.
Yeah, like a 20-year-old married couple.
I don't know. Did you feel like she was asking you more questions than you were asking her?
I'm actually not sure about that. She probably was a little bit more outgoing than I was. I'll say that, yeah.
Yeah, I only
Yeah.
ask because, like, maybe that was a sign that she was, like, trying to fill the void, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That it wasn't comfortable for her.
She's asking questions. She's like, shh, I'm trying to read. Don't make me report.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it felt like she wanted to talk more, and I wanted to be a little bit more quiet and reserved.
Okay.
Well, I feel like calling a radio station for help is going to prove to her that you do have an outgoing side as well.
Yeah,
You
we
know?
can be outgoing for you.
Yeah.
Was there at any point during the day a super romantic or flirtatious moment that would be like a highlight you could point out?
Yeah, we were being jokey and flirty, and at one time I grabbed a self-help book that said that, the beginner's guide to human sacrifice and said, oh, it's a good read.
That's kind of funny, though.
That's funny.
I don't know,
Depends on her-
flirty if that's flirty,
Yeah.
but it's
Depends on her sense of
something.
humor.
Okay.
She's like, I don't have virgin blood, so it's not going to work
Yeah.
for you.
Well, maybe on your next day you could sacrifice someone together, and we'll send you there, hopefully, if we can get her on the line when we do your second date update right after this.
Thank you.
All right, hold on.
Second date update.
This little piggy went to the library.
Oh.
This little piggy went to another library.
Okay.
This little piggy went to a third library. It's
Okay.
all libraries with this piggy and no coffee shops inside like I thought there were.
Okay.
You should go to one sometime, Jeff.
I guess so, because Tyler, our listener, took Veronica to a bunch of different libraries around the city because he knew that she loved reading and art and smart stuff like that. But afterwards, this little piggy hasn't been able to get himself another date, so he went wee all the way to the radio station for help.
Are we the big bad wolf? We're gonna blow our phone line down?
We're the safe place.
I feel like this is the last time you read, and I'm a little concerned about that.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
We're about to do one library, two library.
It's
Like one
not-
fish, two fish.
It's not about me and my reading. It's about Tyler and trying to get him hooked up again with Veronica.
Yeah,
Tyler,
I agree.
how you feeling, man?
Lucky?
This
question mark?
Okay, why?
I feel like I'm going to get lucky. You guys are going to pull through for me.
Okay, that has a different meaning than you think. We're not providing that service. But we forgot to ask, like, have you talked to her at all since your library date?
No. I called once and I sent a text. Nothing.
Well, that's our special.
That's not too much either. That's good.
Well, we have dozens and dozens of phone lines to call her on. One of them she has to answer. Let's give it a shot, okay?
Like, we're going to call her from 8 different lines at once?
I will call her for 4 straight days until she picks up the phone. I promise you that, Tyler,
I
okay?
bet
Let's
you
do
just
this.
Once on one line will work.
Okay, let's try it the first time. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Veronica?
Yeah. Who's calling?
Hey, this is Jeff from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Oh, okay.
I like to pause there to see if there's any recognition.
I also feel like it made you sound intellectual.
She reads books. She don't listen to our show.
Yeah. We hear that you are an intellectual type.
Yeah,
Is that true?
fancy.
I am so confused. Why are you guys calling me? What?
You ask good questions. You are smart.
I'm an intellectual. Like,
Yes. We've heard that from one of our listeners named Tyler, who you apparently went out with the other day to several libraries.
Oh.
Yeah, but now you're not calling him back. And so we're trying to help him through this segment called the Second Date Update to figure out if something went wrong.
Or if we could fix it.
Yeah,
You know?
to see what's going on.
Maybe get you another shot.
Okay, so a radio station is trying to play matchmaker. Okay, so this is real?
Yeah.
It's very real.
We're not really trying to play matchmaker. It sounds like you guys already matched online.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, we did match online. We met on an app, but I'm not sure if that translated to matching in real life.
Okay.
Something just sort of fell off.
I'm so curious what your thoughts or feelings were when he suggested the library tour.
Yeah.
I actually really loved that. I thought that was super unique.
okay.
You know, I'm just so sick of like going to the coffee shop or like going to the bar. Like, I'm just like, it's just kind of boring and, you know.
That's why you got to find a library that has a coffee shop and a bar inside.
Don't exist.
I'd go to that, actually.
Yeah. But
Oh, so
I would too.
But you had fun then with the library aspect of your date.
I mean, I really loved it. It was such a unique idea. I love that he sort of took something that I really love, which is books. I love reading. I'm a huge reader. And he kind of like tailored the date towards one of my interests, which I thought was really nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet.
That's really positive.
it's a very thoughtful thing of him to do.
Okay.
And
Yeah, very thoughtful, not generic. But unfortunately, the chemistry just wasn't there.
Do you think it's because the setting didn't like give it a chance to Chem-it? What's the verb for making chemistry?
We're not as smart as you are.
Yeah. What's the verb there? To mix? To
it's hard to have a strong connection with someone in a place where you're supposed to stay quiet and whisper all the time. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't talk a lot in the library, and because you kind of need to be quiet, obviously. And
Sure.
I thought maybe he was nervous or something, so I asked him to grab a drink afterwards, and he said, "No, thanks." So,
wait, he rejected you. Whoa.
We didn't hear about that part of the story.
Does he not drink, do you think? Is that why? He
could say that.
I thought maybe that, but he was just a completely different person than who I met online. Like, I thought we were vibing on chatting, and then, like, in person, I'm like, why wouldn't you want to get a drink after going to 3 libraries? Like, I'm smart, but I'm not boring.
I mean, was it 10 in the morning? Like a time
Hi,
of the
guys.
day?
Hi, Veronica.
Well. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Sorry, that's Tyler, who is supposed to wait till we call him in, but...
Oh, my... Okay, all right.
He's been listening on the other line this whole time. You can say hi to him, Ty.
Yeah, where do you want to go next? 3 churches? Like, God.
Oh, you said you liked it.
Well,
church architecture is actually pretty crazy.
And maybe she's super religious. That'd be worth talking.
I mean, sorry. So I guess I just, I have something to admit to you and everybody, I guess.
Oh, admissions.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I mean, that's fine. I just, if you don't drink, like, no judgment, that's fine. Like, we could have done something else, but you just, like, pieced out. So I'm just really weirded out that you want to ask me out again. But
well, when we matched online, you were just, you're so beautiful and intelligent, sophisticated. I just knew I couldn't match up to that. So in order to seem more charming, I was texting you using, Chat GPT and
Wait.
Chat GPT, is that the new
what?
That's the AI that is like the computer generated text. Wait, that wasn't really you texting with her?
Yeah, so I'd type in, hey, you're a single guy, say something smart, funny, classic, art, and it came out.
That works, bro?
Yeah.
Dang,
Yeah.
I gotta download this. Is it an app?
It's a website.
It's a website. Okay, well, good to know for other reasons.
wait, so, like, you used artificial intelligence to talk to me through a dating app? Like, I'm just having trouble wrapping my head around this. Like, so, yeah, you were a completely different person. So,
she's right, he was.
He was like a droid, and now he's a human.
I feel like I got catfished by, like, a chat bot is what happened.
Really charming chatbot.
Oh, my gosh. Wait, so you don't actually like Monet then?
That's how you pronounce it? I thought it was like Manet.
Monet.
No. Dude, you gotta tell us this type of stuff before we call someone.
This is not.
I was just a little nervous. That's all. It's just for me. I'm a little bit shy at first, but once you get to know me, I have a much better personality, a bigger personality. It's just the initial meeting was a little bit intimidating to me.
I mean, and it makes sense why you picked a library so you didn't have to talk.
Oh, and that's why you said no to the bar, too. You were, nervous about exposing yourself.
Like free thought.
I mean, exposing, not in that way. You know what I mean? Like, just not living up to the intellectuals that you showed online.
Yeah.
You basically lied about all of your interests and then plagiarized an entire online conversation with me. So I'm talking to like a fake person.
Right.
No, I'm not a fake person. I put out all the emojis myself.
That's some sophisticated stuff. There are like hundreds of them to pick through.
I picked the right one.
It took a lot of intellectual labor to pick out a book emoji when we're talking about books.
Oh, the one with the glasses would have been cuter.
Yeah, the nerd one.
Yeah.
Brooke, do you give him any credit here for at least going through all this effort to try and impress her?
Yeah.
I get that you didn't have enough to offer her, and that's too bad.
Okay, that's a little bit harsh.
Well,
Can you
I mean,
maybe be gentler with your commentary?
All of it. But, like, I think you should come at it with a big apology instead of don't blame me for this. Like, that's kind of not a awesome look.
I agree.
I don't know. Because we didn't really get a chance to talk at the library. So I thought maybe a second date at the exact same time we had the first date wasn't in my best interest.
You're not making any sense, Tyler.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
Ask Chatbot what you should say here, Tyler.
Dad, you have it pulled up right now, or you use your actual responses, or you like have like a laptop open like while we're on the phone. Like I don't trust you now, and that's bad because
I've been honest with you since we've been talking on the radio here, and I do have the chat bot up. I'm just not using it. It's a blank screen.
Okay.
This is me.
Oh my God.
Maybe you should.
Oh my gosh.
Type a thing or two in there. And
Maybe
see
you
what it
should,
says.
Jeffrey.
How do I get a
Come
second
on.
It couldn't hurt.
Wow.
Oh, I mean, he's earnest. He likes you.
And I bet he really does like Monet. Tyler, say something nice about Monet.
He used wonderful colors.
Yeah.
Oh.
My nephew said the same thing when he watched Thomas the Train. So clearly, the intellect is shining through today, and we would like to connect you two one more time for another date.
Oh, this is a big ass.
And pay for that date.
You know,
Library, coffee shop, bar, combo gift card.
They don't exist.
Still.
You're going to find it.
Yeah.
Veronica?
I don't know. I mean, like, Tyler, like, the date idea was all you, I think, maybe, and that was great. And you made some funny joke about human sacrifice, and I didn't, unless you came up with something beforehand. Like, I think you should maybe give yourself some more credit, because I think you are smart and funny, but you're just not the right person for me. Like, I already lost my trust, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can't get that back.
I'm sorry, man.
Sad face emoji.
Yeah.
Sad
Look
face.
at that.
Chose the right
That
one.
was his own
Speaking
emoji.
of emojis.
Yeah. All right, Tyler.
Disappointed face emoji.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Well, no surprise. Didn't really work out for Tyler on that one.
I feel for him.
Yeah.
I do. Poor buddy.
That's why I asked ChatGPT.
No, you didn't, Jeff.
My gosh.
I actually did. I asked it to say something kind and funny about a guy who just got rejected for a second date.
And what did Chat
I
say?
bet they came up with a good answer.
Well, here's what it said. Well, getting rejected for a second date may not feel like a laughing matter at first, but it's always good to keep your sense of humor about it. Because who knows? Maybe the person you asked out has a terrible taste in movies.
Sure.
Or they're secretly a cat person.
Oh.
Hey, cat people aren't bad.
What? ChatGPT doesn't like
ChatGPT,
that.
not a fan. Whatever the reason may be, just remember that rejection is not a reflection of your worth as a person.
That's right.
Keep your head up, keep being yourself, and keep putting yourself out there because the right person is out there waiting for you.
All right,
Who
AI.
knows?
Wow.
Maybe someday you'll look back on this rejection and laugh about it over a drink with your future soulmate.
Wow, that's so cute.
That's awesome,
That
man.
could be true, too, because you're on the radio and you're like, you'd never believe what I did.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
What?
I think I want to date the ChatGPT
Oh,
bot.
I knew it. Oh, no.
I ask it some inappropriate questions right after this.
Okay.
But if you ever want to hear any of our second day podcasts, you can find them up online wherever you get them at Brooke and Jeffrey. Brooke and Jeffrey.
Yeah, that's the one. Should have had ChatGPT right at the end
Should
of
have
that.
done it.
Yeah.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
You know, on this show, we cover a lot of really, really bad dates.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not even just talking about Jose and Alexis's personal lives. I'm talking about between all the second date updates and the loser lines and the battle of the Tinder dates.
Oh, wow.
I mean, we are the bad dating mecca of the radio world.
I hope dating never gets fixed because I don't think we'd have jobs.
It's not a trophy I expected to have when I was in journalism school, but yet here we are.
Wear it, Brooke. Wear it with the badge of honor. Somebody on Reddit actually called us the love graveyard. So, thank you.
Supposed to die.
Love goes to die.
So, you know what? It would be impossible for us to go an entire week without us talking about the worst bad first date story you're going to hear all year long.
Oh, wow.
And we have the audio to prove it.
Oh,
Oh, even better.
So we're going to play that for you coming up right after this. All week long, we've been inundated with DMs from our listeners. And not just the usual ones asking us to send them weird pics. A lot of people wondering if we've seen Elise Meyer's video on TikTok where she shared a story about the worst first date that she's ever been on.
Oh, I think I did see this.
Oh my God, so many people have sent it to me.
Yeah.
Funny, dude.
Now-
I love that they think of us as soon as they see it.
Yeah,
Totally.
It's good. We're like the bad dating show.
Yeah.
On this show, we've heard about a ton of really bad first dates.
Yeah.
And so I think I was in the same boat as you guys. When I first heard people saying like, oh, Jeff, this girl had such a bad date. You got to see. I was like, yeah. I mean, how bad could it be?
Not impressed.
Her story, it made me laugh out
Yeah.
loud. I was dying laughing watching her video.
I was saying, last time that I checked it, it had 45,000 comments,
Dang.
2.5 million likes, and has been viewed over 17 million times.
Whoa. I mean, we have how many bad date stories a day on this show, and we're not getting that type of, like, shares.
What?
That's a lot of clout.
Yeah, so we're going to play the audio of this.
Oh, it's so funny.
It's pretty amazing.
Nice.
And so for the first clip, this is how Elise's worst date ever starts.
This man messages me out of the blue and he goes, I like your face. Let's go get some food. I love food. Are you my soulmate? He says, meet me at my house. I will drive us to the restaurant together. Why did we not just meet there? I have no idea. I drive 45 minutes to his house. He's standing outside of it. He walks up to my car and he goes, I've lost my keys. Can you drive us there? Should I have just left him right there and gone home? Yes. Did I? Absolutely not. He gets in, starts giving me turn-by-turn directions. He could have been leading me to an abandoned warehouse and he still would have been like, left at this stop sign? Okay.
Oh my God. I've so been there too. Like in
Yeah.
retrospect, like why did I agree to that?
I'm glad that she owns up to it.
Yeah.
Like she's like, why did I do this?
Totally.
But then the date does take kind of a weird turn once she realizes their destination.
We end up at a Taco Bell, which is fine. I'm like, dine in or drive through? And he's like, drive through. And I'm like, great, he has a plan. We get to the speaker and he just leans over and goes, I would like 100 hard-shell tacos, thank you. We get to the window. He does one of these numbers. And I'm like, did you forget your wallet? And he's like, yeah. I was like, do you need me to pay? He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. I buy the 100 tacos and I'm like, where to next? And he goes, back to my house. And I was like, okay, this is happening. I'm committed to this now. It's happening.
Oh my
I
gosh.
can't believe she did it.
I
like
know.
actually paid.
Here's the thing, you get so far into a date, like you're just like, well, let's just finish it out. Let's
guess.
see it to the end.
If you're wondering, by the way, what 100 hard shell tacos cost, Elise paid $149.07.
Oh, I thought they were cheaper than that.
She says it took the Taco Bell staff 15 minutes to make all the tacos for them.
Poor Taco Bell.
That sucked for them too. I didn't think of that.
To her, it felt like an eternity because her date was talking about his ex-girlfriend the entire time they were waiting. You're probably thinking, okay, the worst part's over. I've had to pay for this. At least I get to eat a bunch of tacos. She doesn't realize
That's true.
It's about to get even weirder.
We get to his house, we walk in, his dad is on the couch. I'm like, he lives with his dad. It's fine. The hoops I am teleporting through to convince myself that this decision that I have made is okay is just wild. Walk past his dad into the kitchen. He just starts emptying the boxes of tacos, just releasing them onto the table. Puts 2 chairs at the table, sits down, and he just screams at the top of his lungs, "Let's feast!"
Alexis, you're 24 and single and on the dating apps. Like, if you found yourself in this situation, what are you thinking? What are you going to do?
Why did she go in the house?
Dude, you can't say no to anything. Are you
I know.
You
I
totally
talk like
would
I
have
would
gone.
leave, but I'd probably go in.
I know.
got
Alexis
in.
has ended up in situations with 3 different guys all at the same time because she doesn't know who to say no to.
I mean, I guess I'd probably eat the tacos in the house. And I don't know. I don't even know how it can get better.
So, I mean, it seems like it can't get any worse than this. How does the nightmare first date end?
I am just calmly unwrapping my taco and taking a bite of it. We are eating hard-shell tacos in complete silence. You can hear both of us chewing. It's absolute chaos. The dad walks up, grabs a taco. There's 100 of them. We have so many to spare. He's eating over us, just like standing. Doesn't sit, stands right next to the table. Crunches, mouth full. He just looks at me and he goes, "Do you want to see my studio?" And I was like, I have never wanted to see anything less in my entire life. It was that moment that I decided this date was completely over, or else I was going to be killed, 100%. I am now just like collecting the tacos because I paid for them. I walk out with boxes of tacos in my purse. I look back and I was like, thank you for this experience. You will never hear from me again.
Oh my God, why do I love this story just over and over again? It's so good. It's so relatable.
Is it petty that she took the tacos with her?
I'm proud of her. I didn't think she'd do that.
That was the smartest decision she made for herself.
That was a good time to leave. Because if you have a weird dad trying to show you a studio, who knows what else
And
is
a
like.
studio of what?
It could be music. It could be an art studio.
I don't think it's any of those things.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
You don't think he was an artist?
I don't.
I think she should have gone down the rabbit hole.
Really? To see what's in the studio?
I mean, she's already in the apartment. I mean,
You know it's like creepy miniature figures or something
totally.
weird.
It's
what? I guess we'll never know because Elise was too scared,
good point.
bailed on the date. Good job, Elise.
Dolls made out of human skin or something. That's what it is.
So if I end up in this situation, you want me to go all the way, Jeff?
Definitely.
Oh, yeah, we need to talk about it on the show.
Both of you would never survive as females. I'm just going to say, you would have been killed off in the opening scene.
But we'd have 100 tacos apiece, so I think we win.
High five.
By the way, if you ever find yourself in that situation, you can always email us too.
Yes.
This is perfect for a second date update.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I don't know if she wants another date with that guy. I was going to say Battle of the Tinder dates.
No, I meant for the guy.
Oh,
yeah.
He's probably wondering.
I don't know why she's not calling me back.
It could have been a match.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Win! Brooks! Box!
Today, we've got Nate on the show, who's appeared on this segment a handful of times.
Nice.
The last time he played, though, he got 0 questions right.
Oh, man.
That is rough, Nate. Afterwards, he went into a cycle of binge drinking, not showering for weeks on end. He basically said, if you can't beat Brooke, become her. Is that the strategy, Nate? You're trying to become Brooke now?
I just try to stay one level up from Brooke.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's exactly where I was at.
Okay.
I don't know if this is bad news or good news, but I did shower last night.
Oh,
Now, I am again only using an organic deodorant, so you might not be able to tell.
Yeah.
She
But
just scrapes a rock under her armpit.
no, it's a paste. It comes out of a glass jar because we don't want to use plastic, remember?
God.
And then you take a bamboo scooper.
Okay, Gwyneth Paltrow, what are you
Yeah,
doing?
good Lord. Is that what that smell is? Can you get out of the studio?
It's lemon.
Like 7-week-old
That
lemons. Please
foul.
leave. Okay, exactly. He calls it foul from Nate. Okay?
Yeah, he can smell you, he says.
Yeah, so thank God she's gone. Let's go over the rules.
Yeah.
You got 30 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. If you don't know when you can say pass, but you have to beat her outright if you want to win. Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right,
All
Nate.
right.
Nothing but up. Here we go. Your time starts now. Today is National Cheese Lovers Day. According to a poll, cheddar is the U.S.'s favorite cheese. What's second?
Swiss.
What kind of sea creature is Patrick from SpongeBob?
Starfish.
Spiders typically have how many legs?
8.
Stephanie Meyer is best known for writing what fantasy romance book series?
Twilight.
In baseball, if one player hits a single, double, triple, and a home run in the same game, what's it called?
It's called a sorry. You know this. I like sports.
I swear, you guys.
Has to be off air.
It's okay, Nate. Just take a breath. Brooke's going to come back into the studio here. And you know what I actually really like about you, Nate? Is when our producer asked, what are you looking forward to in the upcoming year? Your answer was absolutely nothing fun.
Hey.
You said you want to have healthier habits and save more money.
There you go.
Boring.
That is so boring.
It
I
really
know.
is. I think I speak for everyone in the room when we say I hope that your goals fall off because you need to have something actually fun and exciting go on this year
I
for you.
appreciate
I
that.
messed up and ended up in Hawaii. Darn it. What a mistake.
That a
But
boy.
I'm going to eat healthy here. Just not save any money.
Yeah.
You know what I am looking forward to is actually watching Jose stream more this year.
Yeah, that's the right answer.
Oh, Nate, you're part of the Giggle Gang, huh?
I am.
Let's
I love
go.
it, man. I love it.
All right, Brooke, it's your turn. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Your time starts now. Today is National Cheese Lovers Day. According to a poll, cheddar is the U.S.'s favorite cheese. What's second?
Pepper Jack.
What kind of sea creature is Patrick from SpongeBob?
A sea star.
Spiders typically
Oops.
have how many legs?
8.
Stephanie Meyer is best known for writing what fantasy romance book series?
Twilight.
In baseball, if one player hits a single, double, triple, and a home run all in the same game, what's it called?
Really good.
It is also called that.
Okay.
Really impressive.
We'll have to look up the baseball terminology and see if
Yeah.
that's right. But first, we're going to the scoreboard with Jose.
60% of the Democrats have approved of it, 70% of the Republicans, and 100% of the girly men.
Bolaños.
Yeah, Nate, are you also a girly man? Nate, you got 3 correct today.
Oh,
dude.
whoa,
Great job.
that's
You may have beat me.
surprising.
I'm not feeling very strong, Nate.
Wow.
Brooke,
Ugh.
also 3.
Oh, I thought I screwed myself with the SpongeBob question.
Oh, man.
Darn. Nate, I'm sorry. Tie goes to the house, as you know. Let's go over the answers for everybody. It's National Cheese Lovers Day. According to a poll, cheddar is the #1 favorite cheese in America. Second would be American cheese.
Oh, I was thinking that.
Yeah. Does that even actually count as cheese? Isn't it made of just
Yeah, it's like
oil?
melt. It's
Yeah.
not even a real cheese.
It has the word cheese on the package. It counts, okay? The kind of sea creature creature Patrick from SpongeBob would be a starfish.
We did give her that because it is also called a sea star.
I don't think they call them starfish anymore. I think they only call them sea stars now.
Okay. Well, then Nate still loses.
Yeah.
There
I could
are
be wrong.
8 legs typically on a spider. Stephanie Meyer's best known for writing the Twilight book series.
Nice.
And in baseball, if a player hits a single, double, triple, and a home run in the same game, that is called hitting for the cycle.
The cycle.
The cycle. Now, Nate, it was not enough to beat Brooke here, but just for playing, you do get a 4-pack of tickets to the Big Seattle Boat Show happening January 31st through February 8th. Whether you're looking for a boat or an accessory, find your big deal at the Boat Show. It is the best time of year to buy. Details and discount tickets available at seattleboatshow.com.
All right, I'm going to buy a boat. There goes my New Year's resolution.
Yeah, there's your fun thing for the year.
You can boat to Hawaii.
We're just really good at like leading you to the bad pathways.
We are the dark side over here.
Hey,
Love it.
Nate, you're always a good time. Come back again and play soon, okay?
I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
Straight,
good
brother.
effort, man. Good effort.
We're going to do Win Brooks Bucks same time tomorrow.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.